Hi, my name's Rachel, and I read White Lies by Natasha Trethewey this week. And I read this poem when I was learning about our genre this week about symbolism. And I felt like this poem had a really true reflection of symbolism. So, symbolism is described as an image that radiates meaning. So, the images in the poem can give a deeper meaning to us, but sometimes we have to find out what that deeper meaning is. So, we look towards the traditional meanings of the words and notations that the author's making, the historical traditional references that they're meaning, and then we also compare the images in the entire poem of the symbolism to just guide us as a whole of what these symbols actually mean. And then the author also uses symbols in a poem to create emotion for the reader. So we are left with those emotions help guide us towards the symbolism that the author is wanting us to read. So when I read White Lies, I literally could see the symbols that the author was referencing in the images of bright coloring when she is comparing it to the white lies. So the poem states light bright, high yellow in a dark place, and then states were just white lies. So these bright references are when the poet is referencing these flashy, colorful lies that we say because we're hiding in this black, dark place where we truly live. So we create these flashy, colorful lives. I also feel like this is referencing a clear difference between telling a truth and telling a lie. It's just as clear as this bright yellow color compared to the color white, which is plain. As the poem goes on, the poet uses symbolism to just guide us deeper into the poem. So the symbolisms are when the poet is telling us where the reader or the child in the story has to lie about where they live and the clothes that they wear. And so the poem's stating that they could lie and say they lived uptown and not in the section by the tracks. They could say that their clothes came out of a fancy store window instead of the homemade dresses that they're actually wearing. So we just begin to understand why the person feels like they need to lie to fit in. And I feel like this really references towards this week 4, where we're learning to be attentive to others. So when we notice those around us, we want to be just like them. We want to dress like them. We want to live in the fancy houses like them. So we feel like we need to lie to just fit in with others. The ending of the poem is where the poet states that the child had their mouth washed out with soap for lying to try and cleanse their soul. My mom actually used to wash out my mouth with soap as well, and I feel like maybe this form of parenting isn't quite necessary. Maybe we should just use modeling good behavior, letting our kids know that it's okay to not have to feel like we have to fit in with others. We don't have to compare ourselves to others. And it's truly okay to just enjoy the life that we actually have. So I hope that you guys all noticed the symbolism in this poem as well. Thanks.